in, family. Hey, what a time to be alive. For those that know, and you know what it is, I want to go ahead and congratulate the family and the future millionaires that are in here. Guys, y'all already know you're here with your favorite host, the chocolatey Confucius, Money Montgomery, guys. Mr. I Don't Miss, all right? We have us another banger episode, and for those that might be new again, the families continue to grow. I was mentioning to one of our family members, this is bigger than just a channel. See, what y'all are not understanding is that we're making a cluster of what are soon to be future XRP millionaires. When y'all think about the scale of 4 or 5 of us getting together, putting money together, multi-property, this is a bigger thing than just investment. We're building a community of a small factor of what will be retail or common folk, right? But for those that know, you understand the goal that you hold. But we're about to tap through this. Anybody new, I recommend you stay through these Money Montgomery rants to be top nizach, okay? All right, let's get down to it. Bitcoin sitting at $60,780 or $775. Currently sitting down 2.48%, 0.39% over 7-day basis. Our beauty, the thing that we're all here for, XRP sitting at 52 cents. 52.58, we'll just call it 52, bounce between 52.53, up 0.45 in the last hour, down 1.4 in the last 24 hours, only down 1.51 in the last 7 days. Obviously, everything's starting to slow and ease up after, again, it was just a rapid move that occurred from Bitcoin, nothing else. Of course, they want to try to squeeze in that appeal just to FOMO any retail item. For those of you that dropped your coin, please do not buy back in. I'm telling you, I would much rather see the look on your face with this V12 getting you dropped. That's what I would much rather prefer. But guys, let's tap down the information. You're not going to miss. All right. All right, let's get down to it. Amelia, breaking news. Palau launches blockchain-based savings bond prototype system. Ripple already partnered with Palau on US dollar-backed stablecoin pilot. Now, I did actually report on this where the first transaction of really one of the first recorded transactions like retail was occurred in this place in Palau, and that's when I realized how big this was as far as the connectivity of the world into one marketplace, right? And again, I keep making this representation of saying this is the internet of our generation. The investment is the same as your parents investing in the internet. And again, I've got some proof of that that's going to come later, and we got a little media action. But let's keep pulling on through with that. Now, this banger enough, but we already know that things are rolling outside, right? But what do we have here? Breaking news. Canary Capital has officially filed an S1 for the SEC for an ETF. So now we have Bitwise, Canary Capital. Now, do you see how these ETFs are rolling in, guys? Do not miss it. I'm telling y'all, you're in your time window. If you got flooded out by that appeal, nothing can save you.
Nope.
They dropped around some, literally a big nothing burger. If you flipped, if you sold anything, if you second guess your investments, you're lost. You can't be saved. If I can flash stable coins being burned, treasuries in front of you, literally you seen your company develop, evolve, and literally start to be utilized. Hey, nothing will stop you. But here we are. For those that are stacking their bag, for those that do want the yellow Lamborghini with the red on the inside, Jimmy, for those that do want a couple thoughts, sit down, please. Sit down. Hey. Then you understand where we're at with this, okay? So now ETF number 2 popping off. Let's keep diving. Breaking news. SEC is under massive scrutiny following this XRP appeal, with analysts predicting Ripple will hit a new all-time high regardless, which again, I already knew, and most people should have already known, right? Again, after I sat back, I was like, guys, nothing's changed. They aren't even peeling what would be something scary as far as it being a security. That's done. To be flooded out of this, you're already lost. But now again, this still is caused more damnation to the SEC. I told y'all previously, the government can't stand them. But now let's pull through on this. Quick little article. SEC is now under massive scrutiny following an XRP appeal. The SEC is now under massive scrutiny following an XRP appeal, with an analyst predicting Ripple to hit new all-time high prices regardless. Oh, here we go. Again, talks of the all-time highs. Again, breaking that $5 range. But I told y'all 10 to 30 conservatively. I told you how this was going to roll. Shortly after verdict, ETFs, stable coins, and they told you this as well. I was just reporting what they were. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is set to continue its legal proceedings against Ripple Labs after a commission filed a notice of appeal with the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. As reported on October 3rd, Ripple is committed to vigorously defending itself. Last year, the U.S. District Court judge and Analysa ruled the sale of XRP to retail investors via exchange does not violate federal security laws and is not a security, of course. However, over a year later, the SEC remains dissatisfied, claiming the ruling contradicts established legal precedents set by the Supreme Court. Speculation about internal disagreements within SEC has arisen following resignation of Sorbo S. Guru. So now again, after they started to spill, they're resigning. Guys, you got to understand, GG is taking this to the head. He's gonna crash the whole thing out. And again, why is he crashing the whole thing out? As I keep alluding, I think that there might be an alteration coming to the SEC. And again, if you picked up off the last video, you'll know what I'm talking about. They might allude to the name down here, the orange man. A prominent enforcement director in response to appeal, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse criticized the SEC decision on irrational, asserting that it has damaged the commission's reputation. He emphasized that XRP classification as non-security is currently established law, stating, "We will fight in court for as long as we need." Let's be clear. XRP status as a non-security is the law of the land. We read over this. And again, I'm behind it because guess what we got? We got top-notch lawyers and a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. Now let's tap in. More than a lot of legs of the government, which is a big thing to say. Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Aldraughty, expressed disappointment in SEC's appeal against it, suggesting it indicated the commission's tendency to engage in litigation warfare against the industries rather than applying the law. He also mentioned that Ripple may consider filing a cross appeal. We are evaluating whether file a cross appeal regardless. The SEC's lawsuit has been irrational, misguided from the start. We are prepared to demonstrate that again in the appellate court, leading the charge for the industry. Despite the ongoing legal situation, crypto analyst Bobby A. has pointed out that technical indicators on a macro chart suggest a bullish outlook. So again now, to the chart, but again, the chart's just aligning with what's going on, right? So now we have analysts saying, oh, wait a minute. XRP looks like it's finna do something despite this appeal, which is what I'm telling you. Nothing but another burger to what? Fearmonger the few retail that have not done the due diligence. He believed that, and that was just my part. Hey, that fit in there so smoothly. You would have thought that was what he said. Money Montgomery quote, he believed that the SEC appeal might drive uninformed investors out of the market, causing them to miss a potential bull run. Exactly what's going on. Now, if you don't like it from me, how about you take it from a professional analyst? How would that do? Citing previous trends, Bobby A. noted that XRP rose from 11 cents to $1.95 during the 2020 lawsuit. So, guys, when I tell y'all that these are violent moves, in a year's move, it went from 11 to $1.95. And you'll sit up here on a cuss at 60 cents and think that this don't snap up to $4, $5. Oh. Sleep on it. I'd rather you sleep on it. CNF's review of his analysis indicates that he expects that the current cycle to mirror the movement seen in 2016, 2017. Similar to 2016, the price tightly aligned with essential higher time frame moving averages, including the median line of the monthly Bollinger Bands, i.e. in layman's terms, 2016 when we had these pops to $4. He's saying that that's what this cycle is looking like. And of course, again, what I've been reporting on and why I'm here screaming this every single day. To bolster his argument, Bobby A. pointed out that the possible re-election of the the orange man and the current fundamentals surrounding the XRP could push the new price to new all-time high. Again, a time when what I was mentioning earlier about some alterations with the SEC. Guys, you got to understand, everything's lined up. Everything's lined up. And then we pull in further with the fact that the Fed minutes just came out and all that, oh, we're okay. As we knew, the curtains are starting to reveal. Guys, the time that the crypto market has its summer is during the winter of all the other markets. When things start to get, the dollar, we don't. Time to dial in. Time to throw your dollar in here. Because again, I say, if you have any security, the idea logically would say, I'm going to go on the opposite of whatever's tied to this market. So if you're saying you're getting scared, you're pulling your money out of markets and just holding cash, you're losing money. If you're keeping it in the stock market, you're about to lose some money. I told you that specific date, that November 5th. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, just look up what that date is, okay? You shouldn't even be really, and not financial advice, is what I'm doing, holding too many stocks right now. The crypto is the best option. And if we're talking about the best growth and what's got the best utility right now, that will go with XRP. So let's keep dialing in here. Jack the Ripper, breaking news. The SEC, George G. Tenero is facing a bar complaint after signing an appeal against Ripple and its founder. So again now, You've got the capitulation of the SEC, people stepping down. The government can't stand them. Now legs of the SEC, the SEC exec, George G, is now facing bar complaints. We top in further with what I was mentioning. Now, remember, guys, this last time we spoke, this was at 7,500 signatures. We're now at 10,148 signatures. Again, all this is doing is just sitting up here as more and more evidence building for the SEC's egregious nature towards retail. In all orifices. If you want to get back from AMC, I'm here with Big Brother Brad and XRP. And again, I just love seeing the way that he's slapping up Gary Gensler each and every single way. And I can tell with how he's talking, there's no fear. Everything's rolling on the outside. If you're confused and consumed up with this appeal, hey, you're losing it. You're lost. You might as well sell all your XRP. Ain't no convincing you now. But let's go down a little further. Boom, Brad Garlinghouse says they've created 100 billion XRP because they want XRP to become the world's reserve currency. Tie in here. Fair use. I said fair use.
This is a question regarding XRapid. So it seems, according to your explanation, XRapid would use XRPs as a part of the transaction. Do you think that the existing issued 100 billion XRPs will be enough to cover once the XRapid service scales to a global full scale?
And of course, she's talking about the XRapid again, a Ripple product. This is just dealing with how these payments are going and being utilized in these countries as far as normal day-to-day transaction. All right, let's continue.
Or would there be a shortage?
Well, so when XRP was created, this actually was created before Ripple existed. The creators of XRP decided there'd be 100 billion units because they saw it as rather than having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw it as something they wanted to be effectively a global reserve currency.
So again, remember the status of what this is. What did Brad say? Laugh now, but one day XRP will run the world. Guys, I cannot tell you how foolish you're going to feel in 5 years off of this one here. Probably even worse than that guy that bought a pizza back in 2013 with 12 Bitcoin. You're going to feel like a fool. This is, again, the internet of money. Sweet God.
I think the opportunity, well, there never will be more than 100 billion XRP. All the XRP that have ever been created have been created.
And again, I want to point this out because, again, guys, there's been misconceptions. People think, oh, they'll create more, guys. XRP is a limited asset as well. Y'all got to understand why the price is going to go to 10,000 is not, again, you're 1%. The volume and usage of XRP is what's going to make it this scarce. Do you understand? It'll handle the liquidity, but excess has got to be a certain price for it to be able to handle its liquidity. That's why we're saying 10,000 a share. You got to understand the numbers of it.
This is
We love that. We love that. Let's keep pulling on through. Breaking news. 2 million RLUSD have been burned to the RLUSD treasury. RLUSD is getting ready. And remember, XRP will bridge every RLUSD transaction. Again, guys, miss it if you want to. My eyes are still, again, going from October 7th to the 16th. Guys, we've got something that's going to occur. There's a lot just sitting here simmering. RLUSD is getting burned in batches of millions a day into the treasury. You've got to dial in. If you don't get it now, you never will. But as I keep saying, you don't need the V12. I do. And that's why I'm here. Keep pulling through. 10 trillion asset manager of BlackRock says crypto is being adopted faster than internet and mobile. Let's listen here. We're not listening to the whole clip. Listen about
head of thematic investing.
Let me read this over here, what this was for. BlackRock and JP are quickly laying the groundwork for the next Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP crypto price bull run. Who? What names? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. If you're not holding one of these three, not financial advice, play with yourself. Play with yourself. I get it. Hey, I have my sheaves, I have my meme coins, but those are not the same as this. And if you think so, hey, play with those. I say you buy all sheep. I say your biggest holding should be SHIB over XRP. If that's what you think, if that's what you've learned so far, go ahead. You got to learn these lessons the hard way. You got to learn the hard way. But now let's listen.
Thematic investing at BlackRock, I really spend a lot of my time thinking about the
head of thematic investing at BlackRock, one of the largest asset managers in the world. Now, let's listen.
Future and some of the disruptive.
Remember now, the same people, everybody, crypto. Watch how they flip on a dime, right?
Changes that are impacting the world and society and the economy and our portfolios around us.
Oh, there he is.
Oftentimes, this is about disruptive technologies. Oftentimes, it's about societal changes. But what we found with blockchain and digital assets is that in some ways, this is one of the fastest growing technologies we've seen in the
Everybody listen up. Dial in, dial in.
last few years. On the right-hand side of the chart, you can see our adoption curve. This is just looking at how quickly certain assets are adopted by a society. And you can see that blockchain and digital assets are being adopted faster than major revolutions before it, whether that's the internet or whether that's cell phones.
Again, guys, miss it. I can bring you all the charts. I can bring you all. I mean, I can bring, if you aren't just, like I said, I got another 4 jerseys finna hit that account. I use this my uphold, and my XRP now is an account, my bank account. My money will sit over there. I keep $500,000 in my checking. Y'all not about to run me up. You're not about to have my money sitting over here and giving me 0.001 return. No, I'm good on that. And I can move it 24/7. So Sunday, Mimosa Day, I sent over $150. I had to ball out a little bit. Easy, smooth. That's how I utilize it. But again, guys, I can bring you charts. I can bring you every big asset manager. I can bring you your government making a stable coin. If you don't get it now, you never will. This crypto, as I mentioned, guys, is the fastest growing asset. And I've been saying this the whole time before this chart came out. This is the internet of money. This is like investing in AOL, Apple, phones. Literally at that time frame, this is bigger than that. They're showing you on this chart how much faster this is growing and being adopted than cell phones and the internet. Look at this. Hey, but you do you. You do you. I'm going to do me. This is 5-year span. What, a 7-year span? Okay. I got my money here, but keep listening.
And there's a couple of reasons for this. The first reason is just we're living in a more digital economy than ever before. I
told you it was prepping you with tap to pay anyways. And also don't forget your iOS 18 update. We'll have your Apple tap to pay being powered by who? XRP. So we know, look at the date, the timeline that dropped at 18. We know something's shaking in this month.
We're consuming things online, streaming videos, playing video games, buying digital content. It makes sense to have digitally native assets to conduct those transactions, particularly when there's, secondly, and importantly, in a year like this year, where over half the world's population is voting for new leadership, not just the elections in the United States, Mexico, and India, and the European Union, we're seeing more geopolitical risk than before, and in fact, declining trust in institutions.
This is why we're here. Decentralization.
Whether that's trust in government institutions for maintaining peace and order, whether that's trust in central banks in terms of keeping inflation under control, more distrust has exacerbated the need for a global monetary alternative.
Guys, again, and I don't put the link to this video. Everybody watch this video. This is great. Again, this is BlackRock talking. So if you won't listen to money, how about you listen to the people that own everything that you would like and probably drive? How about that? Okay. All righty. And then last, let's finish off with this right here. And I'm going to get this clipped up, guys. Still probably going to drop this one in the morning. It's Wednesday. I will have this edited out in probably about an hour, but I don't know if I'm going to drop this at 10 because this is a good banger. I want to get this out in front of everybody. So I have this dropped off first thing in the morning, probably around 7. But let's tap in here. Nathaniel C. Rosenchild. Now, again, this is a prominent figure in the crypto space. Not a super massive head, but, you know, a big following. Obviously, he has with the repost, 700 likes, 600 likes, 99 reposts. But what he says up here first, the next crisis will hit you during your sleep, and you will wake up poor. It will happen lightning fast. The music is still playing. And again, he's talking about the cover up of the economy, guys. Economy's in bad shape. We do realize that every market is deep faked. Everybody knows that the market's being prepped up. So prepare. Buy physical gold and silver. This was the first thing. What was his post later? Just bought a ton of XRP. Same guy. Another post. We are going to see the collapse of the international monetary system. When I say that, I mean a collapse in confidence in paper currencies around the world. It's not just the death of the dollar. It diminishes, it's the demise of the euro. It's the collapse of confidence in all paper currencies. You will all be forced to use XRP, direct or indirect. This is another post. Another one. When the bottom is in, many exchanges are closed or the spread is so massive that you will miss the opportunity to buy in cheap. They're against retail. Screenshot this. And again, this is why I say, guys, you're not going to be able to time this. This is going to hit like a thief in the night. You're going to wake up to the price action. China's going to kick it off. We're asleep when they're moving those markets. We're asleep when the other side of the world is moving these coins. We're asleep. So you got to pack that bag now. And the train is already rolling. I don't know if you noticed. If you still think we're at the bus station, you might have missed it. But keep coming down. Cyber attacks are planned in NATO countries. Prepare. Maybe the electricity and water tap will stop working, but the supply chain will most likely be paralyzed. Have enough food and supply ready for gas cooker. A gas cooker should be compulsory. There'll be chaos in the streets without internet. And again, guys, drastic moves. But again, over on the other side, we know the political climate. There's a lot going on right now. Their confidence in the dollar is eroding, and it's not just, again, there are things that were done in America, yes, but again, this is just a move back. In troubling times. We move back to real assets, tangible things, gold, silver, XRP backed by gold, RLUSD backed in treasury, now making a value for dollar. You got to understand, them doing this isn't just a thing that they wanted to do, guys. Something's coming up. Something's gonna happen. But like I said, hey, nonetheless, guys, I'm gonna get this one pushed out. Family, I'm glad y'all here. I love y'all. All right. We're in this together. We're all gonna get rich. But again, this is not a thing of forgetting that there's a goal to this. It's a time to maximize. This is why I say those that tie along and ride with Money Montgomery, we're gonna go to the top because the money will be there for us to capitalize on the opportunities of a rebuilding economy. America will grow back. If your bet is that America's going down, not gonna come, oh, you might as well take a $1,000 bet that what's his name? Derrick Henry won't get 1 yard rushing. That's what your odds are on that. No chance, right? But again, let's prepare for the rebirth. The great generational wealth transfer is upon us. Just like those that prepared for the collapse of 2008, those that prepared for when it changed from horse and wagon to car. Prepare. Here's your opportunity. Don't miss it. Hey, y'all hold it down. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're going to keep them bangers coming. Oh, you know what time it is, don't you? Oh, yes, sir.